Okay, so everyone's kind of done their little wish lists, so I thought I'd do my little Christmas wish list as well. It's just a small one, and it's just really not really a Christmas wish list, because let's be fair, I have bought enough this year, but probably things that I'm gonna get next year. First up on the list is kind of a new discovery house for this year. Maison Violet or Violet Parfums, which is kind of a new discovery, and there's actually loads of them, 3 or 4 out of them that I tried that I really loved. But if I'm narrowing it down, then I'd say probably Nuit Bleu, or however you say it in French, which is a beautiful iris kind of fragrance. It's not like you'd expect. It's absolutely gorgeous, but obviously maybe to me, because of the name, hints of violet. And also yeah, Sketch would be there as well, because it's kind of absolutely beautiful. That's more of an ambery spicy one. Poupe de automne, excuse my French again, purple autumn. That would also be another one, because that is absolutely gorgeous. So that's them ones. And next on the list is the house of Perfumer H, which is Harris from Miller and Harris. And well, obviously from what I recently discovered, Dust is an absolutely just stunningly beautiful fragrance. But I'd say obviously number one on my list, which is like a gorgeous, sweet, florally musky piece of heaven, is Snowdrop. So that's from Perfumer H. Yeah, so next is Miller Harris's Leather Rouge, which is, as you can imagine, it's quite a red smelling leather. It's like a beautiful, clean, gorgeous leather. It is quite a dark leather, but it's very clean, and it has raspberry and other like florals, but it just seems to work together so well. It is quite strong and probably not something I'd reach for all the time, but it is like possibly the favourite leather fragrance I smelled last year. So that's from Miller Harris, and that's Leather Rouge. And yeah, next on the list, how could I not have Killian? Well, I think there's only one full presentation I'm really keen on getting, and that will be Love Don't Be Shy. How could I not want that? It is just an absolutely fantastic fragrance. So yeah, Love Don't Be Shy, probably up there. And what else from Killian? Maybe there's a few I really love, but I'll probably go for the refills, like obviously Apple Brandy, which is hard to get in the UK. And what else? Maybe obviously if I spot any of the rarer, harder ones to get, I'd go for them as well. And maybe I'll probably Flower of Immortality as well is right up there. Well, that's from Killian, and that will be Love Don't Be Shy. Well, another house that I think I'll need to explore, and possibly I might want to pick up, is Estrogens from Swedoft. And there's a few others that do sound quite good from them, like Black Rose and such like. From what I've found of Swedoft, they do produce like good quality ones, and the more releases they're releasing seem less safe, shall we say, and more interesting. So obviously, I mean, that's a good way of doing things, isn't it, to kind of get your foot through the door, get your name established, and sort of go into it. And Estrogens is it's not the same as Oud Wood, but it has that kind of rosewood and oud thing going through it, so it's quite along the same path, but it's not the same fragrance. And it's one of them fragrances that's helped me discover I'm not a big wood lover, but I do love rosewood and that, and I think it's starting to kind of develop my nose a bit as well, so I thank them for that. So that's Estrogens from Swidoft. Yes, another house that I suppose I need to kind of explore a bit more, which quite unashamedly I've probably tried maybe 3, 4, 5 of them, is of course the grand old house of Gulan. Not kind of explored it yet, but I will do, I'll get to it. And there's so many I need to try from them, isn't there? There's so many get so much love. There's not just the kind of almondy ones that I've tried. The Mongolans have been beautiful, but obviously there's a lot more than just the kind of well-known ones to get into. I mean, there must be about 40 million different fragrances from Gulan. So it is another house that I need to sort of explore and get into. And next is kind of with the Gulan kind of pattern, and that is Chanel. Now, I'd be lying if I said I'm a big fan of Chanel. The ones I've tried, let's just say they've been not exciting, but I do know that the Les Exclusives ones get lots of love. And again, it's a very famous house, isn't it? And there's a lot that I need to try. I haven't tried, you know, the famous ones. Believe it or not, I feel like quite an amateur when I'm saying stuff like this, which I am. But the things like Coromandel and things like that, I do need to explore Chanel more. So that will be another kind of 2021 aiming for. And then obviously next year there's a few houses I need to explore for the first time, such as Masque Milano, Papillon, a few others like that. The smaller niche brands, obviously, it's missing from my exploration. There are of course other houses that I'm a bit more familiar with, such as Sarah Baker, La Maison Hedonique, April Aromatics, and all sorts of houses like that I love and I want to get into. But yeah, that's my wish list, Christmas list, or what I want to try in 2021 list, or whatever it was. So about you, what do you want to try? And thanks folks, bye bye.